Hello, I'm Larry Friedman, president of Bais Abraham, and I'm asking for your support for this year's Yom Kippur appeal. The Yom Kippur appeal has been given at Bais Abraham for over 100 years. Somebody gave this appeal in the 1940s when the Jewish people were facing the challenges of the Holocaust and war. Somebody was me, gave this appeal 2 weeks after 9/11 in 2001. Those are just two examples of the many challenges that Bais Abraham has survived over many years. In this regard, Bais Abraham, like in many other regards, is a microcosm of the Jewish people, which have survived many challenges, and has survived many challenges because of the dedication and generosity of people like our members and friends, whose financial support in the Yom Kippur appeal has made it possible for Bais Abraham to continue to offer the unique community that we are. This year has been another year of challenge, and even different than the other challenges I talked about. And that's illustrated by the fact that I'm not able to make this appeal in person as I ordinarily would. I'm standing here in front of this canopy, which was put up by many dedicated and hardworking volunteers, which is an example and a symbol of our dedication to continuing to offer community, learning, and Yiddishkeit, even in these very challenging, God willing, once in a lifetime challenges of the quarantine that we've all been operating under. No one anticipated, when I gave this appeal a year ago, that 5780 and now 5781 would turn out to be a year of such challenges. But we have been given the merit of following in the footsteps of the previous generations who overcame the challenges that I talked about earlier so that Bais Abraham could survive. And now we've been given the merit to rise to the challenge so that Bais Abraham can survive and prevail through this challenge. I want to thank all of you who have very generously given to the appeal over the years. Some of us are facing financial challenges because of the quarantine. If you are able and have the wherewithal, we're asking you to increase your contribution so that Bais Abraham can continue to offer the unique community that we all value and that we all hope will be here for years to come. Our goal for this year is $45,000. That's a very critical component of our budget, and it will enable us to continue to be here whenever you're able to come in person, and to always be here online in virtual offerings so that you can have community in an online format if you're not able to come in person. The only reason we're able to do this, to put up this canopy, to continue to be part of a long chain of tradition and let that tradition continue, is because of the dedication of our volunteers, the generosity of our financial donors, and the leadership of our new Rabbi Garth Silberstein, his new wife Aviva, who have ably led our community through this very challenging time. Now, every year I give this appeal and people are gracious and tell me they thought I did a good job, and my response is always the same. If you think I did a good job, I appreciate the compliments, but what's more important is that you make a contribution. And this year, all the more so. And as I said, if you are able to, keeping in mind of the people who may not be able to, and keeping in mind that it's your contributions that will make it possible for us to continue, please consider increasing your contribution. And I'll guarantee you this, just like the people who responded to those appeals in the 1940s, who responded to my appeal after 9/11, or responded to other appeals in the past when Bais Abraham was facing challenges, they were able to look back many years later and recognize that it was their efforts that allowed Bais Abraham to be there when they walked in years later, or the next generation walked in years later. We have been given the merit of having that opportunity now. If you're generous with your contribution, I hope I'll have the opportunity to thank you in person, but more importantly, what I guarantee is you will look back years from now as Bais Abraham continues to offer its unique sense of community and Yiddishkeit and devotion to the Jewish people. And you'll have tremendous satisfaction knowing that it was your financial contributions that made that possible. Just as those prior generations did that for us, we have the opportunity to do that for future generations. Thank you again for your generosity. You can donate by sending back the envelope you got in the mail. You can go online to our website or call our office, 314-721-3030, if you have any questions about the logistics of making a contribution. Thank you again on behalf of the board and our officers. I want to wish everyone a happy and healthy and safe 5781, and may we have the merit to see each other in person in the near future. Thank you.